From the Man of Steel, Kal-El, and Geralt of Rivia, to a random has-been actor, Henry Cavill's acting career seemed to dissipate in the blink of an eye. Things went from bad to maybe better to so much worse than before. So now that Cavill is out of his two biggest roles, what will he do next? In today's video, we're going to be going over all the possible things he could do next, and some of them are gonna surprise you. So stick around because you're not gonna want to miss a second of this video.
Still in the car! Let's go! Head to the car!
I'll get him.
No. Get your mom to the overpass.
Henry Cavill became an overnight sensation thanks to his breakout role in mainstream media as the last son of Krypton, aka Superman in Man of Steel. Cavill reprised his role as the Big Blue Boy Scout in a total of 3 more DCEU movies, 4 if you want to count the Snyder Cut of Justice League as a separate film, and technically only 2 if you don't count the end credit scene that he made a cameo in at the end of Black Adam. While he has been the best iteration of the DC hero, he now finds himself out of a job at Warner Brothers, thanks to James Gunn taking the studio lead for the rest of the DCEU. The most unfortunate part of Cavill losing his role as Superman is that he decided to give up another one of his major roles in order to accommodate the time required to be the Man of Steel. This role, of course, was Geralt of Rivia in the live-action adaptation of The Witcher. Cavill starred as the lead role in the massively successful series for its first 2 seasons, but the 3rd season will see Liam Hemsworth take on the role of Geralt.
First you try to kill me, then you lie to me.
So where does that leave Henry Cavill? Despite being left in the dust by Netflix and Warner Brothers, Cavill will not be out of work for long. The 39-year-old British heartthrob will be taking on the lead in the spy movie Argylle. The film is about a spy who suffers from amnesia, who has been tricked into thinking that he is a spy novelist. The film has an exciting and thrilling tone about it, and it's set to kick off the first of 3 films in a new spy trilogy. Cavill will play the lead, but he'll be joined by an insane cast starring names like Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, Samuel L. Jackson, John Cena, Bryce Dallas Howard, and in her film debut, Dua Lipa. The first film is set to release in 2023, which means that unless Cavill's character takes a turn for the worse in the first film, he is guaranteed 2 more lead roles in the trilogy. Moreover, Cavill is linked to the Rosie Project, based on a book of the same name. The film was supposed to begin filming in 2022, but thanks to delays, that did not take place. And even to this day, there has been no public updates on the film. But Cavill will be returning to the spy genre for another film, titled The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which will release sometime in 2024, most likely. This film will be directed by Guy Ritchie, who also directed the Man from U.N.C.L.E. film that Cavill also starred in.
What are you doing?
I've been here before, and last time I fell rather badly and hurt my head.
Cavill is rumored to play the leader of a secret combat organization that will see him take a similar role to his other spy roles. But his most anticipated role is the one that he announced in December of 2022. It can be classified as nothing other than a passion project, as this latest announcement combines 2 of Cavill's passions, video games and board games. For those of you who don't know, Cavill is a huge nerd, and this passion project proves that. Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Cavill will be starring in and producing a live-action Warhammer series. The series has already been picked up and greenlit by Amazon Prime, and will kick off a connected universe for Warhammer that Henry Cavill will have full control over. Cavill has admitted that this is his masterpiece, and that right now he's in the process of picking the right filmmaker and writer. When this series drops, it's gonna be the biggest thing that Cavill has attached himself to since his departure from the DCEU and the Witcher series.
You are extraordinary.
I want to be like you.
But there are a few projects that fans think Cavill would be perfect for. Cavill is in a weird spot in which he's not quite too old to be the lead in a new long-term project, which is proven by the fact that he's starring as the lead in multiple new series and trilogies. Moreover, he's not so famous that his presence draws the focus of the series towards him and away from the plot and other characters.
Does he have just one hand on the steering wheel?
When you hear something that sounds like a gunshot, drive.
Cavill has been linked to the biggest vacant long-term role in Hollywood, which is of course 007 himself, James Bond. The James Bond throne has been vacant since longtime star Daniel Craig retired from the role, While Craig will be a tough act to follow, Cavill may be the next most logical actor to take the throne. He's British, tall, built like a truck, and has proven that he can be an amazing leading man in a spy thriller. The only issue is that Cavill has starred in so many spy thrillers that he may be unable to be James Bond. His role in the Argylle franchise might mean that he's unable to play two roles so similar to each other. But some fans have him pinned for another British role that he may be perfect for. But others are saying that he should avoid this role with a 10-foot pole. The role in question is any role on the hit drama Bridgerton. You would think that fans would want an actor as strong as him to take a role in the show, but most fans have spoken out and have declared otherwise. Fans have said that Cavill is simply too old to fit well into this universe that the show has created, and that he's too famous to mesh in with the cast, who are relatively unknown outside of this show. Remember when Will Ferrell joined the cast of the American version of The Office? It seemed like a good plan, but Ferrell's fame brought with it an expectation to be as good or better than Steve Carell's Michael Scott, which of course was never possible. Fans of Bridgerton are afraid that if Cavill takes a leading role, he'll steal the spotlight from the rest of the cast and the previous storylines.
What happens between a husband and a wife? Well, it is a natural continuation of what happens at night.
Moreover, some fans have suggested that if he was going to join the cast of Bridgerton, he would be a great fit for Michael Sterling. He would be much too old for the lover he's supposed to take in the 6-book series, which would make his presence in the show kinda creepy. So now we most likely will not be seeing Cavill take any roles in Bridgerton. But fans don't have to worry about Cavill going out of work anytime soon. And that's all we have for you guys today on the channel. Are you sad that Cavill is no longer Superman or Geralt? Which of his newest projects are you most excited for? Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And did you enjoy the video? If you did, why not consider dropping a like on it and subscribing to the channel? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
When a Witcher cracks his skull, all we need do is stick him in a cot and fill him with Veritum, Spurge, and Hawthorne.
How did you escape?
I screamed.
That didn't cause any damage. When I say run, you run. When I say hide,
The people of Earth are different from us, it's true. But ultimately, I believe that's a good thing. They won't necessarily make the same mistakes we did.
and I'm gonna stop you. Wouldn't be much of a surrender if I resisted. And if it makes him feel more secure.